Hey, Justin. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm not sure if my audio is working properly today. All right. So, hoping to finish off this. Audio's good. Awesome. Thumbs up. Yeah, hoping to finish off this Psylocke PSC today. Not much left to do on her. Hey, what's up, Warner? Thanks for pooping by. What time is it? 5:38. So, try to stick around for an hour. Just pouring some paint. Need some black, some red. Need some purple. Definitely gonna need some blue. And the white. Okay, and I need a brush. I'm gonna use maybe a flat. Definitely gonna use. Oh, nice, Warner. Hope to see you back on soon. So I'm use the fine 5/0 and number one. I'm not sure anybody cares what brushes I'm using, but in case you do, two different ones. I don't know what the difference is. Hey, Constantine. Thanks for popping in. Thank you. Thank you. And I need my rag. So what else do I have? So I have some water, my brushes, I have my paint. I got a little adult beverage. And let's Psylocke. She's gonna got purple hair. This is blue and black skin, and then that's gonna be pink. All right. So I don't really have much to report, except that been busy doing stuff. Very busy in real life with work stuff. Just it's good. It's a nice change. Working on some sets and some commissions. Falling a little behind on commissions again. I was hoping to have this one done, for example, like 2 weeks ago, but then I didn't, and I'm behind. But she's going to be done hopefully today, if not tomorrow. Move on to the next one and continue to work my way through the list. Really appreciate everyone that's asked for commissions, that they've been very patient with me. Hopefully well worth the wait. Been fortunate that nobody's bailed yet. Giving me shit, which is always good. But feel free to nag me if you're on the waiting list. And as I get close to the end of the waiting list, I'm going to open up my commissions again. Hopefully, we'll have some more APs by then. Now that there's some sets coming out that people are quite excited about. So hopefully, I'll have some stuff there. And I ordered a lot of sketch covers. Funny, it's a lot, but also a lot of them. And I keep on saying that I want to start doing sketch covers, but I haven't actually done one yet or completed one. It's two that I started and kind of nerfed. So I'll see if I just scrap them or try to fix them. Not commissions or anything. I'm just gonna trying to get a feel for the stock and kind of how to work with a sketch cover, trying to keep the paper clean, which is a little difficult the way I work. Also hoping to finish my Roadkill Rampage cover this week. I've been a little and procrastinating down a little bit because I'm not sure how to get the effect that I want to finish it off. But Rodney posted a little teaser of the thing that I'm trying to paint, of the way it's going to look in the book, which is actually helping set me straight. And I just dip my finger in paint. What set did you most enjoy working on this year? This year, that I can talk about. I can't talk about the one that I enjoyed the most. I'm actually doing a second batch for that set now. Had a blast with it. As much as I did with Masterpieces 2020, which was I had a blast with down just because I had so much time to work on it, because global pandemic, everything shut down, nothing else to do, all that fun stuff. But this other set that I can't mention was a blast. Hey, Tommy, what's going on? Yeah, still stuck on the mist, Justin. I actually ended up. Thanks, Constantine. Yeah, this set that I can't mention, I've put in way too much time on some of the cards. But it was a great learning experience, much like Masterpieces was. I'm gonna need to hit this with some black in a second. But I've done unreleased sets. Two batches for one of them. 3, 4, 5, and the one I'm working on. There's going to be 6 sets that I've worked on this year, 6 batches that I've worked on this year that haven't been released yet. That's from Upper Deck. There's actually no, I'm lying. I worked on the Perna set earlier this year. I think I know what it was called. Something 3. That was great. That got released already. That was fun. It's all original stuff. It was dark magic theme. I did 10 cards for that one, and a metal. I don't know if it was a redemption, but a bonus metal card. That was fun to do. It's nice to break out of the superhero mold for a little bit, and especially where it's all original. Spellcasters 3, I think, is what it was called. And I'm actually working on another set for Perna as well right now. So that would make 7 unreleased sets. And I did 2 artist assemble sets of the Babes of Retro. We just hit Kickstarter the other day, funded in 5 minutes. I think she's going to sell this one out in record time. I did a bunch of cards for there. I did work on a couple of them on streams with Bianca's permission, of course. And maybe one day Bianca's going to hop on a stream and say what's up one day. I don't like to. I don't want to nag her. Yeah, well, guess we'll wait for these sets to premiere. And then I have 3 other sets supposed to be coming in from Upper Deck. I don't know what the timeline is on those. Another independent set from Japan, which I don't know what it's called because I don't speak Japanese. But I don't think that one's going to be out till next year. Yeah, there's no shortage of things to do. This is why, I mean, like, I have a pretty busy full-time job that keeps me busy a lot. So this is why it's kind of taking me forever to get all the commissions done, and I don't want to rush anything. So I try to be pretty transparent with everyone when they reach out about a commission, and tell them, okay, roughly 6 months, 7 months, whatever. So I'm just going to try to balance everything. Of course, there's a stack of things that I just started that never finished for no purpose. Like that Deathlock that I was working on the stream with Mark Bartle. I may have nerfed that one. So we'll see if I can fix it. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Middle of the week. Hope everyone's had actually a good week so far. Everybody's behaving or not behaving, depending on how you roll. I was happy to hear that my Thinker portrait that I did for the comic books for kids auction, was it 2 weeks ago? Sold over the weekend. I was actually just shipped it out this morning. That was a fun stream and a fun piece to do. You shipped it out, so I can't show it because it's not here anymore. I do believe there's one more piece available on that sale. I'll bring it on screen in a second if anyone's interested. Drop me a note and I'll flip you the details. As far as I know, it's still available, but let that dry for a second. I'll show you what it is. Yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Tell me about it. Can't wait for the weekend so I can get some more shit done. This guy, which is a watercolor 6x9, is available for sale in the Comic Books for Kid fundraiser. If you're interested, drop me a message and I will flip you the link because I don't know what it is offhand. The person who collect Marvel trading cards or comic books? Not really. I kind of stopped a while back, and by a while I mean like years ago. I still have a bunch of stuff. I still have short stack or long box of comics that I kept that I didn't sell. I did buy a bunch of stuff last week. Some guy I found online was selling some various things. So they pick them up just because I like the art. Um, Not gonna read them, but I still buy the odd thing. Like I mean, I'm for some reason I'm doing the Unbound thing on EPAC. Um, it was fortunate to hit quite a few gold SIGs in that, which I sold all of them a couple of weeks ago, and then I got one. I got a Hulk gold SIG, which I need to try and sell as well because I don't need it, and it'll help fund the rest of them. Yeah, the Unbound's really cool. A little disappointed with some of their cropping choices because you can see Freddy and or they're posting the original art, and then you see the way they're cropped. So that's some of them are a little weird, um, but it's a nice set. So I'll get. I got way too many of the first round. I don't need 3 redemptions, but I did end up with 3 redemptions. So um, for the rest of the set, I'm just gonna go for one and just get a full set with all the quarterly redemptions and call it a day. Yeah, the gold sing reward is it's tough, but if you go on EPEC, you see a lot of people actually have a lot of them. So I think it's just going to be a trading game for all these guys that end up with a bunch of them. Um, it's easy to get hooked into it, especially once you hit a couple of them. But it's quite the commitment, to say the least. Uh, I don't need that in my life. So for the rest of this, I'm just gonna buy my a pack a week and hope for the best. I mean, if you get a sig, it's good. Good way to recoup some of the cost. Yeah, fantastic trade bait, right? But yeah, I still have a bunch from the first quarter. Sorry, not a bunch. A few from the first quarter that aren't redeemed. I don't remember off the top of my head what they are, but I'm just gonna hang on to them as trade bait if I miss any weeks. I'll be able to go back and catch on catch up with them. I did buy 4 packs of Iron Man. I only need one, so I think I'm pretty stocked to be able to trade if I miss anything. Oof. Justin, I would love to see Freddy undo a Mr. Sinister. I think that would be um, they would do a great job with him, but I seriously doubt we're gonna see him there. Just doesn't seem to be in their wheelhouse, and he's too maybe too fringe for such a limited set. I mean, that being said, Ant Man, blank, right? Like, there's some odd characters choices. You're gonna get blank, but you're not gonna get Cable or Bishop. Who knows? Think Fan Foom. Hey Donald, yeah, you got your card. You're good. Did you get your gold sig? It's the only card that matters, right, Donald? All right, cool, cool. You're good. Think Fang Foom was awesome. Yeah, Think Fang Foom was a great card. The background that is insane. An odd choice. I mean, we only have 52 characters that you can do. Um, okay. What's next? So what do we have? Iron Man. So I Iron Fist maybe. Iron Fist seems to be a character that they would probably gravitate to. Jubilee. Jubilee would actually be really good for them. Iceman, yeah. And we'll find out soon. If I saw that they released the next achievement, that Wolverine Hulk card. Ooh, Juggernaut. Yeah, there's another one. I could see Juggernaut. See, I really like the way they did the Hulk. The physique on the Hulk was crazy well rendered. Not crazy about the face, but I know they went for that. What's his name? Amadeus something. Kind of more of the young version of him. So I'm not loving the face, but the background and the render on the body is just crazy. Iron Fist would be fantastic with Iceman. Yeah, I'm gonna be both. I was just very surprised not to see Cap. Um, or Daredevil. Really. Hey, Christos. Thanks for tuning in. And thank you. Yeah, the redemption looks great. Somebody mentioned that the way that Upper Deck placed the branding though is a little stupid. Like you don't cover a character's head, in my opinion. It's just shoddy graphic design. But whatever, I'll take it and shut up. Oh, Christos on YouTube saying he's drawing Ghost Rider. Any tips? He's hard to draw. Yeah, Ghost Rider is a little tricky. There's a trick for flaming characters uh, that Alex Ross talks about in one of his videos, and that's, I mean, if you're using photo reference, great. If you're drawing something, either way, it doesn't matter. But do your sketch the way you would do it normally. Don't like pretending that the character's not on fire or there's no glow to the character. Then take it into Photoshop or whatever image, basic image editing application you have, and invert it. And what that's going to do is going to make all the darks highlights and all the highlights darks, and that's essentially essentially how you should structure your main values, and then draw flames. I have no tips, like real tip on how to do flames. Keep it loose, keep it very gradual. That's the only thing. I mean, I do Ghost Rider fairly often on sets. I think I did a Ghost Rider on every set, various iterations of him, and I really enjoy doing the skulls. The flames are a little bit of a pain in the ass, but you just keep working it until it looks right. If you try to make it look like a real flaming skull, it's gonna actually look a little goofy. So you just have to make it look cool. And what I try to do is figure out where the core of the flame is, whether it's behind the eyes, in his neck, in his collar, or whatever. And that's the brightest area. And then just kind of cast shadows and forms from there. I know this is probably not very helpful without actually showing it, but I'm not promise myself I'm just going to work on this piece today and not get sidetracked because I want to get it done. I want to get it out to Rich this week. It's been very patiently waiting. Yeah, just practice the skull. The Ghost Rider skull is actually fairly easy to do because you don't need to get all the detail, right? Because it's engulfed in flame, so you just want to get a sense that it's a skull. You don't want it to look like an actual skull because it doesn't really work with the floating jaw. But very tempted to show how to do a skull. You don't have to do anything. Keep up the grind. Thanks for tip. Yeah, no problem. I'll, you know what? I'll add that to my. I'm trying to do some tutorial videos, kind of tips and tricks, or my tips and tricks, the way I work. So I'll add that to kind of my list of things to do because it's actually not that hard once it's deconstructed. So I'll do that on a live stream one day. I know a couple of the other guys that I've been streaming with have talked about doing tutorials, so maybe we'll organize a show and tell teaching video. Everybody can kind of show their technique on how they do certain things. I'll definitely post about it before, see if there's any specific things. Cool. Thanks, Ursos. I'll be here for a bit. Um, ooh, Cyclops. Yeah, that's the weird. Like, when look, Justin, when you look at the C's, there were so many. No Cable, no Cyclops, no Captain Marvel, no Captain Britain, no Captain America, no Cobra Commander. I don't know. There's a lot of C's you would expect to see, but whatever. It's all looking great. They can't do all the characters this season because there's going to be a second season or second pass of Unbound for sure. Um, Whenever that is, so they're going to have to mix up the characters. Honestly, I don't think Upper Deck expected this set to be the success that it is. I'm sure that they thought it will most likely sell out every week, but I think the longest I've seen it last is like an hour, and that might have been Bullseye. I think that week they were actually having some issues with payment processing as well, which might have delayed things. For things to sell out that fast, it's crazy. Of course, the Black Diamond release on EPAC, I'm sure drew in even more users. So let's see what they do. So I'm just for those that are interested in process, I know I'm gonna highlight the hell out of this side of her head, of her hair, because that's where the dagger is gonna be. So I'm not really trying to do any values right now. I'm just adding a base purple, like a base purple wash, because that's really going to be the mid tone. I have pretty solid blacks in place. I might need to make some of them pop a little more, like just add a little bit more darks. But for the most part, all I'm doing is coloring the hair. It's like color by numbers at this point. You might need to bust out the hair dryer in a second to speed up the drying process here. Oh, a little out of focus there. That's better. Okay, let that sit for a minute. I'll show you what the next piece is. So once this is done, I'm going to start painting this Jubilee sketch card. That's an MCCW commission. And then after that, I'm going to move on to Blue Marble, I think is the next one up. And then probably a Venom for a change, because I haven't done Venom in like 3 days. But we like Venom. All right, let's mix some gray. Don't want to go crazy with the detail on the blade. I'm just gonna make some of the blacks pop. The hair is gonna be dry in a minute. take this moment to ask everyone that's watching if you like what you see, get to like, share, subscribe to whatever channel you're on. Especially if you're on Facebook, the latest Facebook algorithm push is making it very hard for content to break through the clutter. So any engagement and shares really help um, increase the reach. So you've seen a lot of people on social media remind their followers and watchers to share if you can. Uh, does go a long way. All right. Let's do some highlights on the hair. I'm going to start off just by using the same purple that I used originally. Or is it looking gray? Mixed with some white to lighten it. And this is all going to glow, so all the edges on the right side of her face are going to be, or on the right side of her head, are going to be highlighted. That's going to help create some value. All right, Justin, enjoy your day, man. Thanks for popping in. Pretty sure Watch Me Open is going to be doing. Is this the last of his 16s? Oh, no. The masterpiece is 2000 and no 96. Sorry, not 16. I think he's doing the last box open today, or his last pack open today. That was quite a journey. Yeah, so much for getting this done today. There we go. That's the right value I want. Should be streaming again maybe tomorrow, but Friday for sure around the same time. Um, it was like J5 is going to be joining. Just shoot the shit. He works on some. I don't know what he's going to be working on, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. See if anybody else is around that wants to join. Oops. That's going to be Friday around 5 p.m. EST. That should be just good old fashioned chat and draw. Maybe Warner will be out of his construction mode by then. Slowly building values. I'm gonna go hit it with a lighter mix after. Probably go pure white on that side. Thanks, Constantine. Enjoy the rest of the evening, man. Thanks for popping by or popping in. Phone's going crazy. Try to stay in frame. See how that's settling. And actually, while that is drying, I'm going to start adding some highlights on, we're at 47 minutes, some highlights on the costume. And here, I'm not going to mix any white in yet. I'm just going to use my base blue, which is a Copenhagen blue with some tropical blue. It's just a light blue. Not quite as, not quite as light as a sky blue, but it's fairly light. I'm just going to mix it with the Copenhagen blue, so keep it the same value family, and use that to pick up some highlights on the costume before I go and throw some white in the mix for stronger highlights. It's way too wet. Looking forward to watching the new episode of What If, the Chikala Star Lord one. That should be interesting. Curious to see what kind of tale they do there. And if they manage to incorporate Rocket and Groot into it in any way. I don't see how they would, because the only reason they, well, actually, I don't know, maybe they do. The only reason Quill met them was because he went to prison. Oh no, they were after the artifact when he went um, to the Watcher, what's his name, Benicio del Toro's character's place. I guess that's where we met Gamora as well. So we'll see where it goes. Curious to see what kind of story they tell there. I know unpopular opinion, but I didn't love the first episode. I don't know, didn't quite tickle my fancy. And the animation, I don't know, there's something about the animation that bugs me. We'll see how the space episode handles it. Is that? For some reason, I decided to use a comic book backing board for my palette tonight, and it was just a stupid idea because it just absorbs the paint and it's all drawing super fast. Uh, I'm not gonna go set up a parchment one now because I gotta wrap it up, but it's actually slowing down the process because my paint is literally drying before my eyes on this thing. It's drawing faster on the palette on the cardboard than it is on the drawing. Stupid problems to have. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually use just the pale blue by itself to take the highlights even brighter. Still not throwing white in the mix. I think I'm only gonna use white in the areas that are closest to the glow. That way, it's gonna give me a gradual blend because the highlights on this side shouldn't be as bright as the highlights here. It's further away um, from the glow, so it should soften up. That's the plan, anyways. We'll see what happens when I actually do it. Again, my paint dried up. A little bit catch light here. All right, what are we on time? Almost at the hour mark. Which brings me to 6:30. I'm sure Billy's probably streaming by now. Do want to see if he gets any hits today. He's got that double impact chase because I don't think he's hit any double impacts yet. All gold galleries. Poor guy, such a victim. All right, last thing I'm going to do is because I do want to get something down there. Um, I'm going to do a base pink on the glow. It's going to be quick, but it'll also let me at least have that done for the next time we tackle this, which is hopefully going to be tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Again, struggling with the paint drying before I get to put it down. We'll fix that next time. I'm not going to make that mistake twice. All right. One more minute. So now that I started adding some white here and really getting the brightest areas of the piece, it's helping settle some of the other values on the card, and it'll also help to visually know how light I need to go in some of the other parts. Because nothing should be brighter than this. And if for some reason I do end up making something brighter than this, I can always come back here and add some more highlights. So I'm not going pure white. Yeah, I just can't help myself. Like, I should stop, but I'm not. It's a problem. It's a serious problem. This is how I end up staying up to like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just say, I'm just gonna do a quick wash on this, or I'll just paint in the hand after dinner, and then it's like, oh, yeah, 4 hours later, my ass is asleep, dog sleeping on my feet. It's like, yeah, I gotta wake up in 4 hours and go to work. Good times. All right, that's it for today. It's very close to being finished. We'll try to finish up tomorrow if I can stream. Need to just get a little bit of the darks on the head, a little darker. Here, do a little bit more detail on the hair. Get a little shadow there, a little shadow there. Work out those shadows. So just a little bit of that contrast stuff, and add a couple more highlights on her costume. But she's pretty much done, or will be done tomorrow. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Always appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. I'm out. Oh yeah, don't like to like, share, subscribe, whatever. Tell your cousins. See you later.